This is a base builder, city builder that I have been waiting for quite a long time. This is The King is Watching. It is a city builder all about building, I suppose, an empire. This is our empire. There's a couple of different buildings here. We're not going to worry necessarily about too much about this at the moment. What we're actually going to do is we are going to jump on into, well, this area. We are going to be playing as King Baldwin right over here, and we are going to immediately kick things off. We do apparently have some challenges and rewards. There's a gallery, there's a council, etc. There are some upgrades here as well, which is very, very interesting. But again, let's not focus on that too much. We can have Gustav as our advisor here. Okay, you're going to give me a 5% boost to all production buildings. That's actually pretty amazing. Either way, whatever. Let's jump in. So, the theory is that we play as... Thank you. We're going to skip right past this here. We play as this guy. Very, very big ears. King Baldwin. We have got ourselves a kingdom over here, and we're going to build it up. The problem is that our pesky peasants only actually work when the king's gaze, i.e. this little area, is upon them. So we're going to start things off with a well. I'm going to unpause there. The well is going to generate water, which is good. And then we are slowly but surely going to build up our empire. Now, if I take my gaze away, as you can see, we immediately stop building. We stop producing. We stop the buildings from producing anything. So it's critical that we have them engaged. Also, I don't know what this is. This is improvements on this tile suffer a 25% debuff to production. Okay, so it's not exactly ideal to be building something on top of there, but that's okay. We can get ourselves a wheat field. We can maybe get ourselves a market in a little bit. We're going to get ourselves a tree over here. And what I basically want to do is I want to try and get a configuration that works, that will hopefully allow us to optimize our production of our kingdom's resources and at the same time produce everything that we could possibly need. Now, a market is going to allow us to sell resources, which is actually very, very, very important. We've also got a small peasant's hut, which I'm going to start the process of constructing up here. I think I'm going to nab 2 of them. These peasants are going to do the very important job of defending our empire from a whole bunch of enemies. As you can see, there is a peasant class over there. Base characteristics 35 HP. It's a grunt. It's just a miserably pathetic little unit. I'm going to get a market over here, and we are going to start selling... we're going to start selling wheat. Oh, hold on. We've got some enemies. We're going to start selling wheat, and that is going to allow us to start the process of generating a little bit of gold at the expense of some of our wheat. We'll maybe get back to that in a little bit, but for now, let's swap our production up to the top here so that we can hopefully get ourselves some peasants. That's the dream. As you can see, there's a little timeline up at the top here. We will discuss how that actually works over the course of time. But there we go. We destroy the enemy, and we get some rewards. We get some denarii. We get some barracks. Very cool. That means we can get some archers or some hunters. It's worth considering the quality of these units. You know, hunters that slow down enemies with their ranged attacks. Fine. It doesn't actually cost that much to operate the units, and also the build cost is not crazy. The archery, recruiting crossbowmen, is more expensive, presumably because they're better units. Yeah, they are ranged. These are ranged as well. The bone pits? Ooh, I don't mind the idea of a bone pit, to be honest. I do usually go for archers and whatnot, but that is going to cost gold, and we do not exactly have much gold at the moment. We're also going to get a basic production building. We can get... anything that we want here, actually. I think I'll take the iron mine, sure. And also we can pick up a prophecy. Now, a prophecy is going to allow us to set how we want to be faced with enemies. So, a prophecy card has to go into these slots here. 45 resources, barracks. What are we picking up here? We're going to be picking up some more barracks. I'll take resources, and I'll take the levy. Then, we'll probably take that there, and then a basic production building there. So these are more sophisticated enemies, the red ones, whereas the orange ones are slightly less crazy. We can add, like, more in if we want to. Not these ones, apparently. They can only go in up at the top there. But, yeah, maybe let's not, like, go too crazy right now. We also have a little objective here, or a little little event, should I say? Receive building magic school, tax the forest gods, receive mana crystals. I'll take the magic school, actually. Sure, absolutely, very, very happy with that. So let's keep this in action for a little bit longer, so that we can train up 2 more peasants. I think we do not have the goods to do that because we don't have the wheat. That's okay. We've got 2 peasants, and 2 peasants will stay with us for a little while. So the magic school is going to use mana crystals in order to operate, but it's going to generate basic spells. That's fine. Now what I really need is a little bit of water in order to build the research table, and I also need more. I need iron in order to make that work. Well, that's fine. We're going to have to place iron anyway. What I really want to do is I want to be able to increase these stats over here. Also, we are going to stop selling... stop trading for now. Stop trading for the very simple reason that I need a little bit more wheat in order to get more peasants. And we need, 6 wheat in order to train them? So, yeah, very important to do. Pause just for a second because I want to talk about broader gaze. So, at the moment, we have got a little, I don't know, L-shaped gaze here. We can do better than that. We can upgrade this sucker to a 2x2. It's going to cost me 60 gold and 60 wheat, though. So, it's pretty imperative that we sort it out. Yeah, let's keep on training some more peasants. There we go. You are about to die. These guys got a lot of HP, but that's fine. We can decide to spawn troops on the battlefield or not. For now, though, we will just... There we go. Start chomping away over there. Let's get a little bit more wheat whilst we do that. Brilliant. There is a little marker up here that shows how much HP our castle and our wall has. So I'll pick up the denarii. We'll get the levy barracks. Peasants hut again? Nah. I mean, archery? Nah. A black sheep barn? Creates helpless black sheep that provide morale. Yeah, we've not really talked about morale. I don't really want to reroll. I'll take you for now. We'll take... 45 wheat would actually be pretty good. 45 wheat would be really, really good. I know that seems a little bit crazy to take, but it does mean that I can much more quickly get this because we're obviously trading wheat away right now in order to get gold. And if I get this upgrade, then we are immediately in a better place. I think we want to put the iron mine here in anticipation for what's about to happen. Then we get the gaze size. Brilliant. And that means that suddenly we are able to do a whole bunch of iron stuff, which is pretty darn great. Next milestone is going to be archery, and I am keen to get an archery place right over here. We need just a little bit more gold in order to make it work. Brilliant. And then we want you to stop selling this and start selling this. What does it cost for archers to be born? It's literally just 7 and 6 gold. That's okay. Let's leave it as long as we possibly can. Good timing to break both of the farms. That's fine. And now let's start the process of recruiting an archer and a whole bunch of peasants as well. That will be decent. We're gonna have to go into 3 times speed here. What's your issue? You don't have any wheat? You know what? We'll take the penalty, but we will generate wheat over here as well, which I think is the right thing to do because it means that even when we are training units, we are going to be generating that absolutely golden resource that we are absolutely required to have for everyone. So, flour, wood, crystals. Wood is actually okay. I'll take the crystals, sure. The barracks, the bone pit. Heck yeah, I want to get a bone pit. Spawn small skeletons. It looks like it costs... I think that's water. Yeah, it's water. Okay, so we'll get the bone pit. I'm not really sure where we're going to squeeze that in. Maybe here, actually. Not necessarily a terrible idea. We need wheat in order to make this work. Research table, we need a whole bunch of water for. The magic school is going to generate magic. That means that we need money. And I'm completely happy just to sell resources at my iron mine. Yeah, the black sheep barn is not something that we're going to deal with for a little while, so... Yeah, let's get a little bit of water. We'll get a little bit of wheat as well in here. I know that I said that I wanted the bone pit to be in there, but look, we need wheat anyway, so we might as well just start the process of getting some more. Right. Do you have the resources to train people here? Yeah, we kind of do. Let's start training everybody up, and we'll of course make a little bit of wheat in the process. I need more archers. I need an overwhelmingly large number of archers. That is pretty much what I need. We also need to increase our unit cap, which I cannot do. Sure. There we go. Increase our unit cap. We are going to save up and get a little bit of additional wood. That definitely did not work as I intended. But that's fine. We will end up surviving. A building upgrade. An upgrade for the markets or a production upgrade for the markets. I think we will take the each active market provides 5 morale. Now, the reason why that is so useful is that morale increases damage dealt by all units by 1% per morale. So it is 100% us worth getting this. So each active market provides 5 morale, and as long as we can have 5 morale in in the game whilst the market is ongoing, then that's great. There's also a whole bunch of modifiers over here, troop class bonuses. So if we're able to get upgrades that give us perhaps HP for our grunts, something like that, that would be amazing. Broader gaze, the upgrade to the gaze, which I think is exactly what we want to get. It's going to cost me 140 gold, which is a hell of a lot of gold, let me tell you. We can do the spell school. Research table? Yeah, I do want the research table, but I want other stuff first. I need to get that increased. Now we can start spawning some skeletons. Yeah, don't absolutely love the fact that we're going to be spawning a skeleton here, but it's fine. There we go, and now let's convert back over to here. What do we need? We need more wheat. Denarii and the trader. So we can trade this in-game currency that we've got for something. Sawmill's going to give me more wood. A fuel pump produces fuel? Okay, don't really think I need that. A madhouse recruits madmen that use hit-and-run tactics and poison enemies. That's fine, but... Oh, a brick factory repairs castle walls. I really love the idea of that. We can also get ourselves some spells. I might take that. Yeah. Allows clay, grapes, and crystals to be traded at markets. Damage dealt by your troops is increased by 20%. I wish I could afford that, but I can't. We can also buy some active resources, receive some additional rewards. I'll take the brick factory, even though we cannot utilize it yet. We are a bit of a ways away from being able to do that. But at least we can make it happen. Right, let's get yeah, we'll try and get ourselves another archer here. So we got 2 at the moment, and that's going to max out everything. Let's go back to the cash generation scheme that I've got going. Probably going to allow this tree to run out here. And then, yeah, we're going to increase our unit cap, which I think is probably the most important thing that we can do. There we go. Morale is looking really, really good now. So we got an 8% damage boost, which is phenomenal. There is a pretty nasty upcoming mission here, or enemies. 4 wall busters. Yeah, not overly enthusiastic about that. Also, not overly enthusiastic about the spell magic school, but we can maybe think about that in a little bit. Definitely, cash is getting on up there. We need bricks. We 100% need bricks. We need bricks for the brick factory, which I'm very, very keen to get. But we also just need them in order to do, yeah, the broader gaze. So we will try and make that happen. So skeleton over here, iron mine has just expired. Note, by the way, that we do not have the ability to replenish that iron mine. So that is all the iron that we are gonna be getting right now. Do I want to stop you from trading? I kind of do, and I also kind of don't. Trade flour, and then put in another field there. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. So now that we've got a decent number of archers, I'm reasonably happy that we're gonna be alright. We can probably start thinking about moving away from peasants. That was good. I feel like we can handle a heck of a lot more. Barracks-wise, oh, I could get a black sheep barn. I have not yet got that. It's not a bad idea. Do I like any of these things? Not particularly. Not particularly at all. I will recycle them all. Bold. Bold, but I'll do it. Crystal mine? Yeah, we'll get a crystal mine. Grapes. I don't know what I can do with grapes, but we'll just get a crystal mine for now. A gold mine. Oh, yeah. I want a gold mine. An artifact. Receive 25 wheat at the start of each wave. That is amazing. Gain 3 ore when you kill an enemy. That is also amazing because I don't have an ore mine. I will take that. Basic construction, fine. Prophecy, what are we going to do? You know what? I think I'm going to chance a spell. Let's get the spell first, actually. Yeah. I think I can chance some serious enemies. Veteran barracks. Nice. Nice. And let's put you up there. Yeah, so we are going to go all in. Lose resource, receive 7 permanent morale. That's a 7% damage boost. 100 gold, I'm going to say we don't need the 100 gold because I'd rather take the morale because we know that we've got a... Hold on. What is this? So this is a basic construction. Once it's been active for some time, it can be upgraded into a resource building of your choice to produce any of the following. Bricks. That's going to give us bricks. That's amazing. So, let's get you in there and then you in here. That's good. And then a crystal mine in there. And then maybe the magic school in here? Let's do it. Okay, so we are at full capacity, but that's okay because we can always get rid of this thing, get rid of that thing, get rid of this thing, and also get rid of this as well. So we'll get the basic construction system sorted. We still need to build the black sheep barn somewhere. Not quite sure where that is going to be yet, but we'll deal with that in due course. Gold-wise, we are obviously working on our gold now, and that is making me very, very happy. Let me tell you, very, very happy indeed. It's all coming together, and that's 7 morale. Ooh, that's going to be good. Right, wheat field, sawmill, iron mine, or a clay mine. A clay mine is what I want, and we're going to swap one over to here just for a little bit so that we can get the clay mine. Brilliant. Oh, and we get 1,000. It's 1,000... It's 1,000 clay in the clay mine, apparently, because we upgraded it from a basic construction. That is really, really good. Okay, well, now we have resolutely started down the course of being able to get the broader gaze. And in fact, I don't actually think it's going to be altogether too challenging. The magic school is working away, which is nice. Are we going to be able to take out this wave without too much difficulty? We have gone through all of our peasants. We need to swap one over to up here. That was less than ideal, but we can still do it. Don't worry, we can still manage. Our wall has gone up in HP at some point, so that's good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, not loving the fact that they're going to be attacking my wall, but we'll get the archers out. We'll get these chumps out. We need a little bit more wheats. There we go. Knock him down, knock him down, knock him down. Good. Okay, we got him. We sacrificed a little bit of HP, but it's fine. What would I like? Drops a barrel that damages enemies, slows their attack speed by 30%, and makes them drunk for 8 seconds. Burns enemies that pass through it. Multiple fires do not stack. I'm gonna take that. It's way cooler. Iron mine, grape bush, or small wheat field. Produces wheat. Tiles wheat is limited. What is the difference between? It's the same. Okay, so it's the same as what we were dealing with. I think we recycle, to be honest. Well, maybe I'll take the iron mine just in case. And then the veteran barracks. Yes, now we're talking. Now we are talking. What can I actually build here? A mushroom grove recruits mushroom warriors? Hell yeah, I'm interested in mushroom warriors. The problem is that I can't build this without grapes. And grapes are going to be a little bit hard to come by. So you know what? I'm going to reroll because I really need to hope for something that we can build. That is not good. That is not good at all. I will take the longbowman's camp because I think it's probably most likely that we're going to be able to get refined iron more so than just about anything else. But you know, we'll deal with that later. Right, a few more bits and bobs here, please. That would be great. And then back to work down in this area so that we can definitively get this gaze upgrade. That is what I am after. We are going to stop you from trading. Yep. And we're going to wait until we've got 80. Oh, already we're going to face enemies? Okay, move on over and get some bone warriors, because we do not have any bone warriors at the moment, and we need to get a few. Okay. It's good. It helps us with wheat as well, so more bone warriors. We need more water. Why are we not able to? Oh, we need more. We need 9 water. Yeah, that's not superb. Gotta be honest. It's not superb. Let's do Hellfire and also little spell there just to try and Just to try and give my troops a little bit of an easier attempt. You know what? I don't care about any of this. Whitman's house. It's nice. It's a nice idea, but I just don't think we can afford it right now. Building upgrade, an upgrade to the clay mine. 10% chance of repairing your castle for 1 HP with each production cycle. That's pretty good. Boosts production at the markets. Boost production at the clay mine. I'll take the 0 waste. I think that's a great upgrade to have. Right, I really need to focus on getting some upgrades for my troops here. The brick factory, to be able to repair the walls, is astoundingly good. I mean, it is absolutely astoundingly good. It does cost me bricks, so I think we probably want to build it right in here. The gaze, we need to improve. And I need bricks as well as wheat, which means, unfortunately, I'm going to be operating in this area. It is fine, though, because it means that I can work on recruiting the archers for a little while. It would be nice if we had something else, though. Longbowman camp? Man, I would love a longbowman camp right now. But unfortunately, it's just unlikely to happen. Right, we've maxed out what we have here. How are we doing for bricks? We're doing well for bricks, so we've fulfilled the brick component. Let's go back to here, and we will try and get the last of the wheat. Oh, there's some rhinos. I've used up my spells, so we gotta hope. We gotta hope that we can make it happen. Good stuff. At least we're gaining a whole bunch of iron, and I can actually probably sell iron. Metal! That's exactly what I needed! That's exactly what I needed! Okay, I can choose some kingdom infrastructure. The Buddhist temple does nothing, but it has some nice passive upgrades. Passively increases all production by 5%. Does not need to be watched to work. Can produce any resource at random. It's 280 water. That's a hell of a lot of water. Or a tavern. Probably a tavern. Tavern we're closest to being able to hit. The water is going to be fairly easy for us to get. I'll take the tavern. We'll see how that ends up working out. Start selling a whole bunch of iron, because we don't need it. We're going to get the gaze upgrade, and we're going to get the gaze upgrade right flippin' now. That's right. Beautiful. What do we need to produce the skeletons? It's a little bit of water. Let's do that. Do I need any iron over here? No, I do not. But this is all looking fine. And now I think I want to rotate this, and we will do something like that. Yeah. So we're going to work down this way. We do still need a little bit of additional wood, and I don't know where we're going to squeeze that in. Yeah, not sure. Healing pool. How on earth did I get the healing pool? I'm not sure. Right. So, pause. Back up here to deal with archery. Gaze size 600 gold. That's a bit much, video game. That is a bit much. But we will at least get another archer, so that we are up to capacity of archers. Very, very good. Very important unit for us. A little bit of additional water that'll help us get more to the skeletons. The longbowman's camp. Yeah, I absolutely want to work on that. Let's rotate you around here. And let's see what we can do. We can get wheat. I will get a log camp, because I want to increase the limit on that. And we're also going to probably want to try and get the tavern. The brick factory can go in there when we have the appropriate number of bricks. That'll just take us a little bit of time to get there. Fine. I think we took no casualties there, actually. Trader, what have you got? A vineyard. I'm very interested in a vineyard, to be honest. Very, very interested in a vineyard. A dragon's bakery. Bakes flower dragons into ash dragons. Well, given that I don't have flower dragons in the first place, probably not going to be able to do much about that. Provides 7 morale. I think I might take the 7 morale. Or the tasty fruit. I think I'll take the 7 morale. I think that's the upgrade that we're after. Wheat, clay, or nah, not interested in either of those. I will save my pennies, and we will press on. Right. The good news is that cash-wise, things are looking very, very good. We are generating exactly no iron from the map here, but we are generating it from over in the battlefield, because we get 3 each and every time that we sink an enemy, which is very, very satisfying indeed. Helpless black sheep. Yeah, I'm interested in that. I'm more interested in a longbowman's camp. In fact, I'm very interested in a longbowman's camp. More interested than I probably should be. We are going to get this upgrade here. We're going to get it soon. Hopefully the peasants are going to be enough of cannon fodder. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Swordsman. We don't actually have swordsman. I will take swordsman because we can actually do it fairly easily. Basic production. Yeah, we'll take grapes. Established production. Vineyards. That's an upgraded grapeyard. Wheat field, probably, right? Yeah, because that's 1,000 wheat. It's good. Spell. Deforestation. Chop chosen trees to get 40 wood per tree. There's a 20% chance that any given tree will spawn an enemy eldritch thing instead. I'll take the meteor. Keep it classy. All rider units gain something. Oh, this is rubbish. Well, 30 of each resource is actually really, really good, but yeah, the rider thing is rubbish. A sun-faced. Okay, let's put you there. Let's put you here. Let's do a sun-faced again. What the heck? And then we'll do that there, that there, that there. And you know what? Goblin pig and more goblins. We can't do that. Yeah, that's fine. Building upgrade ×2. Or you receive nothing. Receive 4 troops. Receive 7 permanent morale. Give me the permanent morale. I am taking the morale at each and every opportunity that I get. Right, so Bone Warriors we're working on. We're going to be able to get this increased maximum unit upgrade. That's great. The wheat field that we now have is good. I think we really want to get the Longbowman's camp squeezed right in there. We need 21 gold in order to supply the goods here. Well, we'll have the 21 gold in just a second. I don't want to fill all of my warriors with, I don't want to fill all my warrior slots with just bone people, but, I mean, what can you do? That's fine. The brick factory, yeah, oh, I did say the brick factory was going to go there. It's fine, it can go here. It's not a problem. Right, let's get this on the go. Brick factory could go here. It can, and it probably should. And that is at least going to mean that we can start the process of repairing, because we're not exactly doing anything with our bricks at the present moment. So, 67, 68. Okay, so it's one at a time. That's absolutely fine. We need 14, 21. We need a little bit more gold in order to make this work. That's fine. Back to here. Back to here. Get the gold. And, yeah, research table researches blueprints for buildings. I've not exactly been super consistent with that, but that's all right. Back to here, get a longbowman, and then we can probably squeeze in some more peasants, to be honest. I think the bone people are better frontline operatives. Look at this longbowman, by the way, is absolutely doing a power of work for us. We'll pick up I've literally not done anything with the crystal mine at all. We'll take it anyway. Upgrade for the wheat field. Upgrade 25% chance to receive an extra 1 gold with each production cycle. Heck yeah. I don't know if that applies to the small wheat fields. It doesn't, but that's fine. Right. We need a little bit more gold in order to get this all up and running. Let's squeeze in something over here. Swordsman just requires a little bit more wood. Let it play there, and then get some iron in here. Sure, we can get iron in here because we know that we're going to need it anyway in order to continue to generate a little bit of money. So that feels like a pretty darn good thing to do. And we can use this time to recharge our bone warriors, which we are going to do in the downtime. What do I need to upgrade here? 320 wood. That's a little bit of a ways away. Not going to lie, video game. That is a wee bitty far away. Wheatfield, I am super interested in doing. I am going to really quick, just throw that down there so that we can do this. Yeah, that's perfect. So that's going to give us gold as well as wheat, which is amazing. Then we're going to swap on back to here. That's going to allow us to get our 3rd longbowman, which is good. I will be very happy about that. Swordsman barracks we're going to put into here. So we should be able to now get swordsman for a little bit of iron ore and a lot of wheat. And now that is going to give us, I think that's going to give us an absolutely ideal sort of front line. I don't think there's a way that we can destroy buildings, not unless there is some, like, other intervention or thing that we can get. But I think that's a really good mix of frontline units. Oh, are you going to be a challenge? Of course you're going to be a challenge. But we're going to try it nonetheless. Right, let's swap back into here. We're surely going to lose a bony boy in a little bit. So we will... What? We just eliminated that sucker. We absolutely eliminated that sucker. Give me poison puddle, sure. 90 resources. I guess we have fewest grapes, but we need the wood. Actually, we need the wood. That is a no-brainer. You require water. Let's rotate this and do something like that. I'm not going to rotate and hit the small peasant's hut. In fact, we are going to try and avoid the small peasant's hut if at all possible. The magic school is... Oh yeah, that's how we're generating the spells. I completely forgot. That's how we got the healing pool. So that makes absolute perfect sense. That's nice. Right, what have we got? Goblin Warlord Hortzig. Okay, alright. Not sure what that prophecy is going to be about. We've got some artifacts here. Receive 30 of each resource. Provide 7 permanent morale, etc. That's cool. Let's rotate you around. Good. What do I want to throw into this slot here? We don't have any wood production devices at the moment, so it's probably just safe to replace that with a one-to-one replacement. Broader gaze is going to require a lot of resources. Come on, hurry up with the bone production, please. And then I can move on over and get a swordsman. Yeah, okay, there we go. Get a swordsman and a bone production. That's good. Yeah, so we're actually going into battle here with less than I would like of our sort of frontline contingent, because I do want swordsmen and bony boys to be there we go, always at the front. Yeah, but even though they weren't at the front, that was actually all right. I don't particularly care about either of these. The big well is kind of nice, but I don't care. Every arcane unit on the battlefield provides 3% boost to spell damage. Gain 3 wood whenever you create a unit. That is perfect. That's actually really, really useful because it's going to allow us to move towards that 320 resource not a resource limit, resource number that we need in order to upgrade our troops on the battlefield. And we are really, 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 really keen to try and do that. So far, so good. This is coming together really, really nicely. I have yet to see my archers get into a little bit of a struggle, so therefore we haven't really needed to go back over to the brick factory and repair the walls. That will happen at some point. 10 morale whilst active. Multiple taverns do not stack. I'm not sure where I'm going to stick that, actually. Maybe here. Maybe here. That kind of worries me for a reason. The reason why that worries me is that will not give us any... I mean, it's not like we have any iron generation capacity at the moment anyway. But, yeah, that is something that we need to think about. Right. Are we going to be needing new units after this? Probably. I don't know who these things are. It's stone golems. They deal a decent amount of damage, but they're soaking in a lot of arrows, and I'm getting a lot of iron from them. Very nice. Right, what do we got here? Receive 40 random basic resources at the start of each wave. That's kind of huge. Reduces the second king's ability cooldown by 25%. All buildings work 5% faster. It's got to be the buildings, right? Produces multiple resources. The blacksmith's farm? That's cool as heck. Sells furniture for 1 town denarii. These are like the meta currency. Well, maybe look at that. Explosive cart factory? I like the sound of it. I like the sound of it a lot. I just don't think we can squeeze it in. A monument to the king's gaze. Adjacent improvements start working without needing to watch them. That is so powerful if you can get it. I think we'll take all buildings work faster. And then nothing, I suppose. Nothing. Clay mine boosts speed. Farm production boosts speed. It's good. It's just not that good. I mean, I would love the furniture store, but we do not have a furniture manufacturing facility. So that will be our limiting factor. I did say that I was going to build a tavern in here, so let's do that. The tavern is now officially operational, which is nice, and that is going to provide a bunch of additional morale. Do I need a... I do need a soldier, so let's put the barracks on. What do we need? We need wheats. Okay, well, shift you up here for a little bit, and then we'll come back down. And... Wait, why can't you... Oh, we're already at capacity. I don't know how that... I don't know who filled the capacity, but we are at capacity. Was it a bony boy? It might have been a bony boy out of the corner of my eye. Either way, we now only have, well, technically 3, but really only wood. Only wood that we can replace when it is expired. And that does kind of give me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not necessarily sure that that's what we want to do. I should just have this on there. There's pretty much no reason why I shouldn't be working this as well, because this gives me gold. And gold is probably not going to come in handy, but it would be nice to at least have the opportunity to upgrade the broader gaze. But either way, I'm really, really happy with how this is all coming together. There's a boss incoming. We need to just make sure that we have got the tavern completely covered. The good news is... Oh, Goblin Warlord Gorzog. Excellent. The good thing about this configuration is that we can move on over here, and we can cover all of our key units, and that or all of our key buildings that produce units, I would say. I am not really anticipating much difficulty. I think that because of my high amounts of morale, I'm feeling pretty good about this. As long as you don't get to the archers, which is looking fine at the moment, I think we're going to be just fine. And that is going to be borne out, actually. That is going to be borne out well and truly. Right, let's get our last tree farm down. That's fine. Denari, legendary artifact, increases max unit HP by 75, or upon constructing the next 3 buildings, all resources are returned. It's good, but we don't really have much space for any buildings, so I think we're going to take the the big old HP boost. Creates an area that heals friendly units and makes them invincible to damage, or launches legendary fireworks that make your people work 100% more productively. Probably last stand. Veteran barracks. A firing range. Oh, video game, you tempt me so. Healer mages? I love the idea of healer mages, actually. I also love the idea of a mushroom grove, but alas, I can't do it. The Nature Academy, we can do. Establish production, a proper crystal mine, an iron mine. I think we'll take an iron mine just on the basis that it's probably the most useful. Or maybe the sawmill, actually. Yeah, sawmill, because we need a whole bunch of wood, and we don't have any way to generate wood at the moment. Troop training. Who do we want to boost, and how many units do we have of different classes? So, you, longbowman, you are ranged. You are ranged. Swordsmen are warriors. Archer, crossbowmen are ranged as well, and you are undead and a grunt. So, literally only this gives us a bonus to the swordsman. We're going to reroll in the hope that we will try and arcane, black sheep, and healer mage, but I haven't deployed them. I need something for... I'm going to keep rerolling, to be honest. I think I have to. I need something for ranged. That's it. Ranged, that's perfect. So this is going to give me, what is that, 15% attack? I think that is, honestly, a pretty good thing to have done. Things are getting a little bit serious now. Let's do that. I can't take any more. You know what? Just give me everything. Give me absolutely everything. Nice. We don't want to be facing 2 red waves at the same time, but that's all right. Receive building, hospital, lose 30. Receive arena, lose 70 wood, receive 100 wine. Oh, I'll take 100 wine. That would have been so darn useful, by the way. Boss defeated, all production is increased by 15%. Your enemies are gathering stronger forces. Consider upgrading your army. Yes, I know. I'm working on it. Right. Volkar, the gold hoarder. Fine. We will try and deal with you. We will try and deal with you. Now, these units are all blocked. They're nobles' palaces. We can upgrade them, but we can't do it yet. We need to do that in like the meta area. The Academy of Nature. Where the heck am I going to get the Academy of Nature? That's what I want to know. Where the heck am I going to get it? Yeah. It'd be nice if we could destroy this, but alas, we cannot. It's fine. Keep on working this down. I need to increase my army size, and that is what I think we are going to try and do. We will get... I mean, how are we doing cash-wise? 350? Yeah, we're not doing too bad in terms of cash. We're still selling through our copious amounts of iron. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stop selling the iron, actually, just because I don't need it anymore. Also, maybe I should, yeah, just get rid of the wheat instead, Potato. That's absolutely fine. So, army can now be increased. Let's work on the swordsman. Now, the swordsmen require iron, and iron we can only generate at the present moment by destroying our foes. But we did give everybody a 75 HP boost, so we should be fine on that front. I think, actually, capacity-wise, I'm obviously excluding my peasants my small peasant huts, but that's fine. Oh, we can demolish buildings. We can totally demolish buildings. Let's do that then. Sure. Get rid of the peasant huts. That's fine. And then get a black sheep barn up here. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Okay. Well, I'll take some black sheep, please. That's amazing. I don't want to sell any blueprints. No siree. I don't want to do that. Right. Does that take us up to capacity? That takes us up to capacity. 600 wood is what we require next. All right. That's good. I don't think I actually want to sell anything else. I think we're actually completely fine with this configuration. Yeah, I haven't even turned my attention to repairing the walls yet. Maybe sell one of these in the future, but, I mean, the research table might be worth getting up here instead of the third thing. But I actually don't hate this at all. Yeah, let's get you on the tavern so that we got that boost. I mean, we are getting 75% damage increase. A 75% damage increase. That is absolutely huge. Feels really good. I'm going to recycle all of these. I think they're all garbage. Basic production. I will take... You know what? I'll take the big well, and we'll replace one of the small wells. The Magic College generates basic spells. That would be an upgrade. Executes one of your grunt units and provides denarii for each unit. That would be pretty sick, because we could just execute skeletons, presumably. I'll take the Magic College. I don't think it's amazing, but it's fine. I'm going to reroll again until we try and get ranged. That's good. The Swordsman upgrade is really good as well, but I think I'll take the range just on the basis that it's probably the most useful. Right, so I did say that I would destroy... one of these. Let's demolish you, and let's build that big old well over there. Ah, I see. So we have a limit of 200. That's fine. That's fine. Let's maybe sell this sucker. There we go. And what do I want in here? Sawmill in there. Yep, that's the big one. That's what matters. Generating spells is not necessarily a bad idea. The ability to get blueprints. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's work on basic production. It's going to take like a long time to come to fruition there, but I think that's okay. The Academy of Nature will get up in the corner over here. That's going to allow me to get healing mages. And then the Magic College, maybe I replace the Magic School. Is it slightly better? It's 110 seconds. Yeah, it's actually 50% better. But I'm not really generating spells right now, to be honest, so I'm not overly concerned about it. Let's just quickly flip on over to the tavern over here. That's good. Cash-wise, we're certainly making our way up there. We really are. We are almost to the 650 gold that we need to increase our gaze, which is going to do a heck of a lot for us, I think. Nice. Okay, denarii, established production, iron mine, wheat field, crystal mine. Yeah, I'll take that. Artifact, every 1 second a random enemy is dealt 12 damage, or damage dealt by your troops is increased by 20%. No-brainer, I think. Receive 25 bricks at the start of each wave. Each spell has a 30% chance of being cast twice. That's pretty good. It's really good, in fact. It's really, really good. Right, almost to the 600 gold. The 640 resource limit, I've got to imagine, is a little bit of a ways away. I don't think that there's any way that we can get that faster necessarily. Yeah, we'll swap on up to here just to work on basic production a little bit. We'll go into 3 times speed as well because I don't think there's anything particularly demanding right now for us. I don't even think that this research building is actually that worthwhile, to be honest with you. Swap on over down here. Build 1 more swordsman barracks. 3 from the black sheep. Is that all that we're getting from the black sheep? Yeah, not ideal. Right. Meteor. Go down there. Amazing. Get absolutely cream crackered. I think that is a brilliant usage of the meteor. Water, wheat, or clay. Probably clay, maybe. Water, wheat. I mean, water we have the least... Well, clay we have the least of, but probably water. Wheat, grapes. I'll take the grapes because we don't have any way of making them. I'm just going to recycle this. And then the artifact, damage dealt by spells, or receive 150 fuel. Not overly interested in any of that, to be honest. Not overly interested in any of that. Right, we're up to max capacity. Let's swap on back over to here. Let's continue to sell our resources. And let's continue to generate wood. 640 wood is probably not the major milestone at the moment. The major milestone is going to be the broader gaze upgrade. But we are at capacity. And when I get... There we go. Good. When I get this upgrade, which will be right now, we are going to bring the big well online. Does that do anything for us? I don't think it does at all, you know? I don't think we should have any issues with any of these chumps. Our damage is crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy good. Go into the trader. What do we got? A hive? I'm very interested in this, but we need... Do I have some way to generate grapes? I do have grape bushes. I do have grape bushes. Academy of Lightning? Recruits lightning mages? I am unbelievably interested in that, but we don't have a way to generate refined iron. Heals injured troops. Yeah, I am moderately interested in that, but we've already got healing mages. Receive 5 fireworks. Receive 40 random basic resources. Get 90 resources of your choice. I don't love any of these things, to be honest. Clay mine production, blinding lights, spells, explosive cart factory again. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll take the bees. I mean, anything that gives me a ranged unit is probably decent. You know what? I'll take the lightning mage. And you know what? I can also pick up the metal, 100 metal. Yeah, you know what? I'll get that too. So now we can get ourselves some lightning mages if indeed we want to. So, yeah, that could end up working out not too badly. Yeah. I wonder, by the way, if I destroy this, the building will not be returned upon demolition. Okay, so, yeah. The basic ones will be, I guess. The basic ones that have unlimited resources will be. That makes sense. Academy of Lightning, we are going to see a boost to attack damage, etc. Yeah, we can just build that right now, can't we? I think we can. Iron Mine, don't care about that. Crystal Mine, don't care about that. The Magic College, I don't think is that worthwhile. I don't think is that worthwhile at all. I really just need more wood in order to increase my limits. That would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal. But alas, we can't do it. Well, we'll build the Academy of Lightning. In fact, no. What's the point? Build a small field right here. Yeah, build a small field right there. So that we can at least burn through this field and get additional wheat and sell additional resources. Not like it particularly matters, but we'll do it nonetheless. Burn through that. And then by that time, we should have our increased unit cap. We can still train one more black sheep. Only 3 morale is kind of garbage, though. So I think we want the Academy of Nature, and we want the mage, the lightning mage school. Probably to replace the black sheep, because I don't really think the black sheep is that worthwhile. But you know what? Who really cares? We're really getting through them right now. I will take the metal. Flour is not something that we've really talked about, but we can make dragons with flour. What the heck are you? A Cyclops? 2 spells is actually pretty good. I will take 2 spells. And then we'll take Denari. We will take the expert stuff. And we will take kingdom infrastructure as well. Sure. You know what? Squeeze them all in. I think we're managing. We're managing. 100 furniture, an artifact, or 110. We'll take an artifact. I would love an artifact. What do we got? Gain 3 crystals when you kill an enemy. It's very good, actually. Very, very good. When one of your troop dies, an explosive scarecrow will be created in its place with a cooldown of 40 seconds. That is good, but I feel like a cooldown of 40 seconds is absolute garbage. So we will take the enemy boost speed. I would really like to increase this right now. I at least want 1 healer mage. The black sheep, I feel like you're just not good enough. We're going to demolish you. Yeah, get rid of you. That's fine. Get rid of you. The wheat field has almost completely gone through, and honestly, it's been amazing. It's been what a flippin' thing. What a flippin' thing that is. Right, we don't actually need gold for anything at all, do we? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. We actually need more wood than we need gold. But yeah, continue to sell the wheat because the market gives us some morale, so it's nice to do. Very, very nice to do, in fact. Right, are we there yet? No, we are not. Academy of Lightning, sure. You know what? We'll get that in. We need 70 wheat in order to get you. Here's hoping that we at least lose, like, 1 or 2 frontline units here. So we'll swap this into configuration. Brilliant. Good stuff. Poison puddle. No. I'm not going to use it. I think we're going to get away with it. We are indeed. 80 denarii. Kingdom infrastructure. Very good. Does not need to be watched to work. Can produce any resource at random. Yeah, I mean, we can do it right now. Boost the production speed of all buildings of yours under your gaze by 20% when active. Sacrifice black sheep. Receive a spell reward. I'll take that. It's probably a bit of fun, eh? Probably a bit of fun. Right, let's get 1 healer mage. Yeah, we got 1 healer mage out. Let's get another healer mage out. And we'll get a lightning mage out as well. And then we need to make sure that we return and get some frontline units. Because at the moment, everybody is ranged. Literally everyone is ranged. And that is fine. But we cannot have that in perpetuity. So let's do this. Let's generate some more spells whilst we're at it, I suppose. That's good to do. But yeah, we need some bony boys. And we need some frontline cannon fodder in the form of swordsmen. Now, it wouldn't mean that I need to rebuild the black sheep barn. Would that be so bad? It wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad. Just get the unit cap. Get the unit cap. It's fine. I am a bit worried here. We do not have any frontline. I mean, we have a little bit, but we do not have much. I think we will take poison puddle. Yeah, take the poison puddle. Get the poison puddle down. There we go, because I cannot afford to lose. I cannot afford to lose my backline. I've invested so much in it. I feel like that would be daft. Right, summons an infernal creature to fight for you, or applies a move speed and an attack speed. I mean, infernal creature. Yes, please. That'd be great. 30% move speed, 30% attack speed debuff. It's the opposite of what I just turned down. Stuns enemies in an area for 4 seconds. Bosses have 50% stun resistance. Fine. Sawmill is, without a doubt, what we take here, I think. I don't know how high our unit cap can go, but we'll chance it. I'll take a gold mine. Basic production. I'll take an iron mine. Gold mine? Gold mine. Yeah, gold mine, I guess. Right. Another sawmill yoinked in there. Yep, I think so. That'd be good. We'll also get a lightning mage, I think, as well. And that will allow us to reach our unit cap way quicker. And yes, you may be right in your assertion that we have already reached our unit cap. That's fine. But 1 more lightning mage and then split the difference between these two things over here. That'd be great. We can also pick up a building here. I don't care about any of these things. And I don't want to reroll. It's literally just not worth my denarii to do so. Right, take that. Start the process. Get 1 more lightning mage, which is great. Even more damage is fantastic. And then after we have got the lightning mage, which will be in no time at all. Excellent. We've got the 3rd bony boy. And then we will get the barracks here, which we should be able to build. Oh, we're already at capacity again. 1,200 wood. That's a kicker. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff that we're going to be dealing with. Right. Let's maybe put the resources on up at the top here. Swap on down so that we get the boost. My morale is decreased somewhat. I wonder why it's decreased. I'm not too sure. I don't think that's going to detract from what is a crazy amount of damage that I'm doing. Yeah, get the skeletons back in the game. Healing mage, clearly not doing enough here, but that's okay. Veteran barracks. Is now the time for the hive? Now's the time for the explosive cart factory, actually. Let's do it. Wheat field, sawmill, 100%. Basic production, recycle. Yeah, basic production again, recycle. We must be close to a trader, and I am going to enjoy the trader a lot. It's going to be good. Right, so, sawmill-wise, can I do anything to increase my sawmill production? We've reached cap again. Wow. Yeah, if I got a building upgrade for the saw blade, that would be phenomenal. That would be really, really good. Do I want to stop selling? Don't want to stop selling anything here. I could sell furniture. Furniture is for denarii directly. And I've got 30 furniture, so sure, let's do it. Let's start working down through the furniture that we've got, because it's all a bonus for us. If I'm able to get the next troop upgrade, That would be fantastic. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, though. I'm not too sure. But we're going to try. Right. Yeah, these guys are tough to get through. These are goblin pigs, aren't they? Yeah, they're goblin pigs. Well, we got through them pretty easily. We got through them very easily. Trader time. A lumberjack's farm. A wheat field, lumberjack's farm. Is there a building upgrade that I can get? Boost production. Passively increases damage dealt by and HP of warrior troops by 5%. That'd be really good, but we don't have any iron mines in service at the moment. We've got one that we could deploy, but I don't think it's really that worthwhile. Tavern, we've got multiple taverns don't stack anyway. Fire mage, I kind of like the idea of a fire mage because it's cool. A giant's bedding. Oh, okay. Awaken giants from their sleep to fight for you. They don't like being disturbed, so they will damage your castle, but they take meat, and I don't have meat. Actually, that is a lie. I do have meat. It's produced in advanced production building. Does not drop as a resource reward. Aha, okay. I'm going to take the giant's bedding just because, what the heck, we'll do it. And what do we got here? Grants temporary units a 50% chance of being resummoned. Flying troops gain a 30% attack boost. Yeah, I don't like any of these. I don't like any of these. That's fine. Okay. I don't think I'm going to build the dragon's place yet. I still got the sacrificial stone. I cannot believe that even though we got rid of the black sheep thing, the original black sheep is just still chilling around here. It's good. Good for that sheep. Good for that sheep, but not overly bothered about it. Right, we've worked through all of our furniture. That's fine. I am going to demolish this building, get it returned to us, and then we are going to get a third sawmill right up here. We are engaging. We are 100% going for this 1,280 number. That's how much wood we need. And we'll get some basic blueprints, I suppose, along the way, which is fine. It's a nice bonus to have. It's not something that I really care about, but it is something at least. Now, we're probably going to see the boss before anything else happens. I'm going to recycle all of that. We're really going to see the boss before anything else happens. You are a very scary looking mofo. So, not loving that. But Volkar the Gold Hoarder. Makes sense that you are a dragon. Right. Big apprehension for this here. In fact, let's pause and have a little look. I'm going to summon an infernal creature. And last stand is going to last for 5 seconds. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Oh, wow. You just died. Healing pool right here. Healing pool right here. Let's heal you. Heal you, heal you, heal you. Yep, nice. And are you going to come back? I think you are. I presume you are. Right. Some more frontliners. Yes, please. Let's get more frontliners. And last stand. Blinding light. Good. Wow. They just immediately get destroyed. Last stand here. Yep, we will absolutely last stand you. I think that's the right thing to do. Don't know if it actually ended up working out, but it's fine. We lost some crossbowmen. Not super excited about that, to be fair. Giant's bedding? Ooh, I don't know about doing a giant's bedding. If I lose my archers... Stun, 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 stun. Yes, I know you've got 50% stun resist, but I'm thinking that we can maybe try and get you down to a reasonably small amount of HP. There we go. You're going to head out of here. Yeah, you're going to end up toasting everyone. Oh my god. Right. Well, we need to rebuild. We need to rebuild our entire army. We have 6 troops right now, and that is not super hot. That is not super hot at all. Right. One more. And then up here. Yep. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We have no spells. I mean, we do have a spell operation. But keep building archery units. Healer mages is a nice little bonus. You know what? Sure. Screw it. Get the dragon down. Get the dragon down. Get the giant down. I can't believe that we actually defeated you. That is astounding to me. Okay. Hey, we did it. Nice. Weeks lasted 316. Previous record was 44. Very, very nice indeed. I feel like we absolutely blew that out of the water. Okay. What do we got now? We got to drink a little bit of a potion. That's fine. Good. Good. Okay, I don't know who that person is or what the heck that they're doing. Right, so what do we got here? Well, this is our town. We looked at it a little bit earlier. We played as King Baldwin Mastery. Defeat bosses in a single run to unlock abilities. I don't know why we didn't face that last one. But we now have some rewards. Boost production, raise militia. These are some spells. This is King Leonid. That's fine, I guess. Cool. We've got a gallery. That was the, entry. The entry thing. We've got one selected advisor. Still upgrades. Yeah, I am very interested in this. At the start of the run, you'll receive a tile enchanter. That's kind of cool. Receive 31 at the start of the run. No, see, what I'm really... You can upgrade your troop limit one more time. For 1,200. That would be good. Receive a random spell. Receive wine. Oh, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Unlock upgrades for troops and misc buildings. I'll do it. New buildings. Assassin's Temple. Slinger's Tree. Gnome Dome. The Gnome Dome. Very cool. Unlock a new playable king. We don't have that yet. Unlocks the first royal quest. I'll yoink it. I'll yoink it. What else have we got here? Unlock a new advisor. Increases castle HP by a lot. At the start of the run, you'll obtain a basic construction building. Improve a random tile at the start of the run. Allows you to see all upcoming bosses instead of the next one. Yeah, where's the... How do I get more space? Twice as many resources. Oh, balloon bomber hangar? Can I get that? It might be a bit far away. A Tesla tower and a cannon? Increases troop limit by 1. I mean, heck yeah, this is cool. This is cool. This is very, very cool. A pumpkin field, a falcon's camp. There's so much stuff here, dude. There is so much stuff. Right, so because we beat the village... Oh. We do get the... Oh, we do get the Ascension Crystal thing. That's fine. Ooh, look at that. So we can, move up Ascension levels. One fewer boss than usual will attack your castle. Oh, I see. So that's the thingy on village. Challenges disabled. No challenges except royal masteries can be completed. That's fine. Still in soft mode. However, if we move into the graveyard, we can't do the graveyard because apparently we would need to do, I guess, Ascension level 1 here. Okay. And then any additional challenges. So these are the Royal Mastery. These are the Royal Mastery rewards. Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we've got an encyclopedia with all of the advanced basic production buildings, veteran barracks. I feel like I barely scraped the surface of this, to be honest. Very, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. All right, ladies and gents, we're going to wrap this one up right about now. King is watching. It's out today. Check it out. Link down in the description. Yeah, 2 thumbs up from me. Absolutely love this one. Very, very cool game. Great little concept. Yeah, just excellent. Just really, really good. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.